up some cameras, getting things together here. 1 second. Okay. All right, there we go. I'm just getting everything situated so that we can post this on YouTube later. And I like to have extra coffees in case we have a technical glitch on any of the devices. So welcome. Thanks for popping over. Hi, if any of you joined us recently on Nicole's channel. Now we're over on Amy Sikarskie and Starlight Photos. And we'll be doing, I don't know, like 30 minutes or an hour. Hold on, y'all. I gotta fix my hair. This is quite a situation. There we go. I don't know what was happening. It was like all crisscrossed. But, so hi and welcome. So my name is Amy Sikarskie. If we've never met, my friend Nicole Balder is on. We both do energy healing. We both channel Archangel Metatron, guides, angels, star beings. We do readings. And most of our clients are remote worldwide. So we take clients through Skype, email, and phone. And then like Nicole travels. So right now she's in Sedona and I'm in Dallas, Fort Worth. So you can also do in-person sessions with us. So hi, welcome. We're just letting everybody get on and join. And thanks for being here. I'm going to share a couple of links real quick. And let's see. Nicole, I don't know if I have yours like auto-populated. So Nicole, Metatron Angel, Amy Sikarskie, these are our handles. Let's see. I'm just putting them on here. Yes, I already see people starting to ask questions. So pour the questions on. We will be doing some readings today. I'm really excited about that. Just a little angel chat, doing some readings, and all these like beautiful, fun experiences when we get together. I love it. So, okay, I'm just putting some, there we go, info through. Hopefully that is going to save and pin. Let's see. 1 second on Starlight Photos. It's scrolling away from me. I can't get it to pin. I always have this issue. There we go. Okay. So welcome everybody. Hey, yay! We have 2 accounts right now. Nicole, you let me know, girl, if you want to come on. It seemed like it was working fine. Last week we had a glitch with the Wi-Fi, but it seems like everything's flowing. So we could totally try it and see where it leads. And hello, hello. Let a few more people join. I'm just adjusting this camera over here. And so, wow, lots of fun questions. Thank you for asking. Okay. Kafrine says, is it Connie from the book that joined us over here on Amy Sikarskie? Yes! Oh, hey! So, we were just talking about our books on the other live. Hi Connie. Okay, so Connie Parker is my friend from San Antonio, and we co-authored Messages from the Councils together, and she's joining us. So hey girl, thanks for stopping in. She's over on on Amy Sikarskie on that account. Hello. And we'll be getting together in the spring, which I'm excited about. So maybe we can do a joint live together if you're up for it, Connie. I think that a lot of people would appreciate that and really enjoy it. So, welcome everybody. Nicole, if you're here and you want to join, just send through a request because I'm missing out. There's a lot of messages going through, so yes. Let's see. Amy, hi. How do you get an earthbound spirit out of your field? Am I reading this correctly, Maddie? I work with the archangels for that. So, there's a class. Spirit Release. It's an advanced level class through the IEL Institute, and it's something like I would really recommend if somebody was trying that they go with a trained professional, because that's something that you know, there's multiple beings involved, and you don't want to just jump into something like that without having like a practice and a process and some guidelines. So, but I work with archangels. That's how that happens. I just thought fly by, so I wanted to answer that real quick. And so hi Light Source. Hi Katie. Nicole. Hi Nicole. If you want to join, let me know, girl. I see you're on here now. I just want to say a really quick thank you to everybody, because so much occurs, like Nicole was talking about, when we're trying to channel and tune in and answer questions and then they keep scrolling. like I really realize after when I'm watching the replay that I've missed out on so many, like just saying hi to everybody. So I do watch them after, and it means so much to us. So thanks for being here and for all of your support. We really, really love it and appreciate all of you. Just like it just warms our hearts to come together because it's such a step in a new direction, like going live, for example, or anything where you just really put yourself out there, especially with the public. So to feel all your love has just been really, really awesome and amazing. So thank you so much. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to take some questions. So let's do that. Let's take some questions here. And Nicole, if you want to come on Starlight Photos, just let me know. Send a little request through and I'll bring you up, girl. Alrighty. So I'm just going to scroll through and see where it stops. Oh, it stopped on a really nice message like, "Hi Amy, from Jewel. Hope you have had a great day." Thank you, I have, and hope you all have a great weekend coming up. Yes. Okay, so next message. Oh, okay, Elijah. I just saw your thing that was like, sorry. Okay, here we go. Hi, Elijah. Okay, Elijah at Amma Be Mystic. I've been having weird dreams, but I feel it's like it's symbolic for energy releasing. Yes. I just heard yes, like you were right on with that. The next part, do you see anywhere in my energetic body that I need to focus more on? Yeah, the heart chakra. There's it looks like a box, like kind of like a holographic 3D or 5D, I don't know, it's like this interdimensional box spinning and floating around, and there's some information in there that you're processing. So there's parts to be released, but there's parts that need to be integrated, and wisdom from that experience as part of why your dreams are so active. It's a intelligence that spans through other dimensions and lifetimes, so you're working on some soul level experience there, and when that happens, it can seem a little out of sorts or emotional, like maybe our mind can't understand correctly, but you don't have to worry because it's all energetically working its way out. So just be open to the process, and you can call your guides and angels and they'll help you with that as well. So thank you for that question. And let me go over to Amy Sikarskie. Ingrid, hi. So please help with a purpose or relationship. You need some guidance. Okay, well, let me just tune in. I'm going to bring Metatron in. Ooh, okay, he came in real strong. So I just felt him. Okay, so hold on. Let me ask for Ingrid. Okay, one moment. I'm seeing like stop, step away. This is within a relationship. Stop, step away, and take a step back. He really wants you. The message I'm getting, and your guides are here too, really strong, is to use your mind, like analyze. There's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of thoughts going on, but analyze and use your mind about the situation and get some clarity on it. So if you do choose to move forward, it looks like there's going to need to be some counseling or something at that level where it's through communication with the two of you, or you bring in a third party. But he's going through some stuff and you're going through some stuff. You're about to both step into like a spurt, so a growth spurt, let's say, is what it looks like, and it's like your soul can feel it, so everything's a little bit rocky right now. So take a step back, and it's all going to be like up to your discretion if you decide to move forward or not. But if you do, well, actually in either direction, there's some level of understanding that you'll need to take by analyzing it. So if you like took maybe a few weeks away from each other and did some meditations and processed and did some journaling, that's going to help you. So he's not saying one way or the other, but the actual issue here is getting clarity around the situation. And so even if you had like a trusted advisor, a friend, a mentor, or somebody that could help walk you through the process unbiased, like you don't want anybody who already feels strongly one way or another. You really want a neutral mentor to help you through that, and it's going to be a lot too with journaling. So that's the message for you there. So thanks for asking. And okay, so anybody having any issues with connections? They're asking Nicole if she's having an issue. Hi, Advocate Animal. So you just popped up, so let's do a reading for you, friend. She says, or he says, hey Amy, does Metatron have any messages for me? I have been having a lot of issues with money lately and would like some guidance. Yes, you have. I see it flowing in your auric field and then like floating away. So there's a current that's like pushing it away. Okay, thought intentions, programming, and thought forms is what I'm getting. So even if you wanted to work with a hypnotherapist locally, do some EFT, which is the tapping, or meditation, anything that you can think of or work with to change your belief system around money. Interesting enough, you're going to need or focus on your root chakra, and that is, okay, so I'm going to go in a couple directions here. So first of all, the root chakra is money. It is safety, security, food, shelter, all of this. But it's also past lives, and it's also ancestral. And that's what I'm really feeling is stuck there. It's ancestral. This is Mama Kitty. She's our rescue. We've had her for about a year now. So if anybody was following her story, she had all her surgeries and her kittens and is doing great. So thank you. But anyways, so let me sit like this. So, so yes, it's all going to be DNA, ancestral, and root chakra. That's where the money is. So if you can work in clearing that out, and then you're going to want to use positive affirmations like I'm worthy and there's enough abundance to go around. And if you want to, if you haven't already started, look into the work of Abraham Hicks. So that would be some really awesome information that they have for you. So thank you. Okay, popping over to the other account, Jay Ramsell, it just went through. My dream is to work with yoga and retreats. Is that dream coming true? Oh, Metatron, he's so funny. He's asking you, is it coming true? So it's a dream. So how do you put it into place? Like, are you actively putting your feet on the ground and taking steps to make it happen? So he's asking you these questions. And as you do this, then it will manifest and your dream will come true. I see 3 to 4 partners. So these can be business partners or acquaintances like in the field that come together and you collaborate on retreats together. I'm seeing like needing marketing, needing a location, and there's going to be 3 or 4 that will help set up some of these retreats, to run them, to do the, I don't know what you call it, like a yoga session, or I honestly don't know what you call it. But so each little segment of your retreat, you'll have people coming together and working with you for that. And Ingrid says, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. And yeah, so step in, make it happen. The dream is there. I see a lot of it already floating like out in reality to happen. So now it's just putting your intention and energy behind it. So take the next step because it looks really good. It looks really promising. Okay, so let me pop over here to the other account. All right, so Nate11.11. We are connected to each other, then why don't we come together for one religion, which is love? Aww. Well, that's really sweet. Yeah, we all should come together in love, right? I think the word religion throws some people because they're moving out of boundaries that some religions create, you know, like the dogma and what have you. But yes, it is love. It's like humanity and love and oneness. So I was thinking about this for when the ball was dropping at New Year's Eve. I was like, there's all these people coming together across the whole world. I mean, this is one moment that unites a lot of us. So, I mean, I guess like you have like the Chinese New Year's and stuff, but I think probably, and I could be wrong, but I just felt like it's really strong, and maybe more so than one religious holiday, everybody's connecting. Like, why instead of watching the ball drop, can't we just do a massive meditation and focus on love? And I thought that would be something super powerful. So who knows, maybe next year we can try that, or maybe we can do something coming up in this year on a special date, do a live massive meditation and connect everybody, especially with some of the great accounts. Like, I have met so many fun friends, you guys, on Instagram. I know you all are probably connected and subscribing to their channels and everything. So, but it's like the best how we can just be here and connect. And speaking of platforms, we're also on YouTube. So if you missed any of our past lives, you can go to channelingtheangels.com. It will just take you right into our playlist, and we can meet on there, and you can catch up and send us some questions and comments even under the videos, and we can answer them on YouTube. So all right, bye Kafrine, thank you for being here. Thanks everybody too. So some of you stayed quite some time through Nicole's and through mine. So let's see. And I haven't seen Nicole pop on, so I don't know if she wanted to come back on or not. So let's see, Esme. Hi, Amy. What do my guides say? I've been having a hard time connecting with myself, and so I'm just going to stop there. So let me just see what they say, right? So they know they question, so let me tune in. Ooh, you have such a pretty vibrational energy with your guides that are coming through. So I've been working with Metatron like always, so he's standing right here. But Jeremiel came in, and then you have some guides that are really loving and spritey, almost like fairies, but they're more of an angelic fairy frequency. And I'm seeing lots of pinks and flowers and love and pastel colors. Even there's a female energy and a male energy, and even the male energy is like this really beautiful green and blue. So let me just see what message they have for you. I've already forgot your question, sorry. But they'll remember. Let's see what they have to say. They want you to do like peace and quiet, and you need to reset, like hibernation mode for a moment. Take a weekend or some time to not do anything, just to step back from the world and meditate, read or relax, bring in positive influences. So like if you are going to read or watch a show or something, have it be a high vibrational one. And I'm seeing a lot of nutrients of the physical body. So warm foods like soups, you know, with veggies in it. And so it's all liquid that I'm seeing. Actually, I'm seeing soup with the vegetables, and then I'm seeing smoothies. So if you want something cold, I'm seeing the smoothies, and a lot of water. So with lemon and some salt. So that's going to be important for you. Some like a Himalayan salt, so not the processed white salt. And so that's what their message is for you. And so whatever your question was, by just releasing and clearing your energy body, rejuvenating, you'll be able to connect in also and get more clarity and guidance directly from your guides. So very cool. Thank you. I'm just like bouncing back and forth here. So on Amy's Sikarskie, is there any way for me to buffer the collective consciousness at night so it's not affecting my sleep? Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think I talked about it on the last live, but, and I'll just get a little bit more, like, I'll tell a little bit more now. Not too much because it wasn't pleasant. So the night before the whole Me Too thing hit with the women that were abused and had, you know, like all of this healing of this sexual energy that was just atrocious, like just horrible, right? So that night I had the worst dreams I've ever had, and they weren't dreams. I soon realized it was like working through the energy, through the collective, and I was seeing so many crime scenes and horrific stuff happening, and I woke up and I was like, what is this all about? And then I turned on Instagram and everything was all of these like Me Too's. And so I typically don't buffer myself like in a way where it's like, yeah, there's something going on and I need to. But if you're consistently having things happen, what you will want to do, because this does happen, if we're empathic and we're tuned in, stuff will come in from the collective during waking state or dream time. And so what they're showing for you specifically is you have 3 star being or spirit guides around you, and then Metatron 2 would love to come in and work with you. So connect in and just, you don't have to know their names, just ask, just say, hey, my star family, Metatron, can y'all come in and protect me tonight? And it's not like a form of protection where we're living in fear, but what they're doing is they're actually going to place this dome around you. And it will start on the edge of your auric field about 5 feet out actually from the aura. So pretty much going to cover the whole bed. And then as you work with them too, you might go into meditation and start to see it. And it's going to put layers out throughout the house and then around the home. And so it looks like a grid, and it looks like sacred geometrical patterns. So it's definitely like Metatronic frequency. And just it's just going to sit around you while you sleep so you can get a nice sleep state. And then also there's a way for where you can tune into this grid to get messages from your angels and guides. So it's just connecting in. You'll be able to do it through visualization. So you just look at go in your mind's eye, meditate, ask for it, and then just relax and observe and see what you find. You don't want to force anything because it's already going to be there. So it's just a process of perception rather than, like you're not imagining, you're just perceiving. So so that's what you'd want to do for that. Anybody can do that. So if you're having issues sleeping, that would be a really great experience to let yourself have to block some of that out. Let me see if I can request Nicole, because I don't know if she's still on, but maybe she's talking and I missed her. So I'm just going to adjust this. I probably should have done it days ago so that my face isn't covered up by all these questions. Hold on, everybody. I'm just fixing my camera on Starlight. And let me see if I can request Nicole. And Nicole, if you're there, then you can pop on, girl. Let's see. There we go. And Connie, it showed me that I can request you too, but it was disabled. So, hi! Did you mean to come on? Like, were you asking to come on and I totally missed it?
Yeah, but that's fine. I don't know how to do it from my end where I go on with you. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, okay, there's like a little, I don't know either. I think when you first log in, there's a banner that comes across and you click it. That's how it was when I went to yours. So welcome. So if everybody's on Amy Sikarskie, you're going to hear Nicole's voice over on Starlight as well. So welcome. So fun. Were you reading the questions? Was there one that popped out to you?
Yes, I was reading them, and here we go. Oh yeah, the Foxley, it's underscore Felder, I think is how you say it. Any messages about relationship guidance for me? Okay, so I'm just like hearing you need, empath, like all the way. And I know I'm moving around a lot, but you're a strong empath, and your energy is so much, like a lot, in a good way. And I see that you're kind of like, you don't know how to, he's saying you don't know how to bring it in and to use it to your benefit to where it's going all around you, and instead it's kind of like shooting out at people. And so what he's saying is that your energy, think of it like a force field. You have to learn how to cultivate it around you so it's a beautiful symphony of angelic colors and lights and beauty for you. And so the thing, what happens is in a relationship is that sometimes you can come off a little too much, and that is intimidating for some reason to the people that you are attracting. And he's saying it's not that you it's never that you need to change. What it is that we have to learn how to work with our set reality, our set energy, the energy that's been born with us, and then the right person materializes. So the right person is attracted to you. So that's what I have.
I love it. It's so good. It's so good to see you on here. And I'm sorry if you were trying to get through and I just, girl, it was just scrolling and I'm reading and I'm like, I'm like, oh. So thanks everybody for giving the heads up that she's ready to go. So there's so many questions on here which are just so nice. And this one, where did it go? Oh, actually there's a couple that are really along the same stream of thought about 2018. And so one thing that I've been seeing is, we're all, there's a collective energy that just pushes us through. But depending on where we are, with our, our healing state or our level of awareness or even our age, because our age, with all of our life experiences and stuff, we can all experience the vibrations of the year a little bit different. And so somebody was asking about 2018 for them, and then another viewer was asking for the collective. And so what I could say to that, and maybe you'll get something, I'm just trying to bring it into one message, where it unites everybody, is that if you did go through quite a bit of ups and downs, and what I'm seeing is that anybody that felt like their world kind of fell out underneath them in 2017, I literally see a road where the tar was crumbling and then falling out. They're going to be feeling like they're climbing back up on solid ground in 2018. So really getting back into alignment. And this is an opportunity to pull your energy together with your thoughts, your intentions, and your soul level, why am I here type of a experience. So some people call it a mission or a life path. But in order to do that, what's really going to be supportive is to get your light body really balanced and integrated. So sometimes, like this week, I saw somebody and their aura, there's different levels in the aura, but it looked like that game Jenga where one was like protruding, you know, and it was like, okay, we need to bring it all in so it's smooth and balanced. So there's all these different ways that you can do it. Energy work with a practitioner, or you can work with the archangel yourself, or meditations, or like an online course or whatever. But it's just going to be lining up everything. And if you do that work, it's going to just take you to the next level in a much smoother way. So have you been getting information on your readings this week with that? Or do you have anything you want to say to that?
I have a lot I want to say.
I know, it's
that.
like, how do we put it for everybody to send, like, yeah.
So, like, 2017 was the unveiling, like, and I feel like something big is going to happen this year, like, huge. So, I'm just going to say this, as I was driving into Arizona last night, like, for real, ships were appearing, and it was fucking magical, and I was so excited. And I am skeptical, okay? So if anybody's skeptical, I am skeptical, and I drove up underneath of this ship. I thought it was a plane. I was like, that's not a ship, it's a plane, blah, blah, blah. And it was turned on its axis, and it was hanging there over my car, hovering. And I'm like, okay, so maybe that is a ship. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh. Like, can I just tell you how excited I am for our trip to Sedona?
I know. So this is what happens out there. This is why
in the desert. Yeah.
So I really feel like something big is going to happen this year, and it doesn't have to be about disclosure or government or conspiracy theories, because like we all feel that stuff.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's just like a massive awakening, I feel like, is going to happen. So what happens before an awakening? Anyone who is going through an awakening knows that everything crumbles. So that is like
that's
what
the road.
2017
crumbling.
was.
Yes.
Yeah,
crumbling. That's the exact vision that they showed me. So it'll be okay. Like, if we just have to, I think we're all, like, so many people are aware of it. Do you know what I mean? And I always kind of feel really bad if somebody isn't understanding why their life might seem to be falling apart or what's going on, because, I mean, this energy is affecting the whole collective. So, but yeah, I think it's nice to connect together and to support each other and know that, hey, it's like we're rebuilding. It's all going to be great. It's gonna be good. So, for sure. Oh, I love that. See, we haven't talked about this experience yet. That's going to be a very great conversation. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, I know. Me too.
Yeah.
There's so much. Yeah. It's so funny. And in Phoenix, particularly, like, if you guys Google, you'll see, like, there's sightings here all the time. So it's a lot of fun in Arizona.
Yeah. It was really fun. In San Antonio, I saw a few. In Utah, I saw a few. Like, it was just crazy because there's so much activity in Utah, and I grew up there. And, you know, to me, it's just like, whatever, just normal. Like, it's like, if it's your norm and the vibration feels normal to you and you don't know anything different, it's just like whatever. So then after moving and going back, there was a big period of time where I didn't go back. And so I went back, and it was like all these lenticular cloud formations, and I was driving with family that's there, and I was like, that's a craft. In case you want to know, like, that is a craft. It's got this, like, shield up around it to look like a cloud, but they're here, and it's been really powerful and magical. And then, well, I guess, so Nicole and I had a message that came through with Metatron, the one that came through on Monday, about our star beings, and they're around, and all you have to do is just, like, tune in and see what their message might be for us. And for a lot of us, it's just standing here and grounding light on Earth. So just by being here, thank you. Just by being here, we're all creating a shift. And anybody that's on this broadcast or call or replay, it's like just like you were talking about earlier, the vibration. So if you're here to create a shift in the world. If you're here on this call, you are here for this reason. And so it's just like feeling like meeting family again, like meeting friends again and having this reunion. So thanks for joining. So yeah, it'd be really cool if everybody could like meet up in one spot. Some of y'all should try and come to Dallas, or maybe we could all meet in Sedona or something, right? It would be
Oh my
awesome.
God. Yeah, like we could totally do a retreat here if you guys were serious. Like we could rent a house, like a really big house, because there's a lot of houses out here to rent, and we could just all have like a high vibe party, you know, and channeling and workshops and, you know, going hiking and eating really good food and doing ceremonies and stuff. That would be like a lot of fun.
It would be so amazing. So let's put that out there in the collective. Watch how fast it's going to manifest. Everything's been happening so quickly lately. Just like, wow.
I know.
So there it is. It's ready. So we'll let it percolate and come to fruition. So there are a lot of people over on Amy Sikarskie. So hi, thank you for joining. Nicole is over on Starlight Photos. We're just talking about anything and everything, really. It seems like it's been a great collective of different topics and information that have come through. So let me answer one question real quick. So Rotier, I've seen your name fly through a few times. What is my purpose? And I feel stuck. Okay, you feel stuck because you need to do some clearing of cords along the back and at the feet. It looks like you're just stuck in mud energetically. So do a lot of detox with light, with sound, and water. So like water ceremonies, bringing in sacred like herbs and essential oils and salt bath, and just like do a lot of cleansing at the feet. A lot of it's ancestral, so you're stuck in family patterns and some DNA energy and vibration, which you can change it, you know, just study like epigenetics and how you can change your DNA. That's going to help because a lot of it is based in the denser chakras, and it's not just your past life, it's ancestral. And that will help you to move forward. And so then your purpose here, oh my gosh, it's rolling right along, is to clear some of that up. So right now that is your focus. And so you'll see it, like this is what happens. We see things spiritually speaking or energetically, you know, that come from that source that then manifests out into our life. So you might see it in relationships, you might see it in your career, in your creativity, where you feel stuck. And that's what's going on. So, all right. Well, thank you. Yeah, she's saying she hears it. So, yeah, that's what's going on there, girl. But, so can I just share with everybody how excited I am about Monday's experience that we had together? Yeah, okay. Yes. Okay. So, ever since I met Nicole, I've just been really fascinated with this whole aspect of, and see, I don't even know the terminology, Nicole. What you call it, full body mediumship. Or physical mediumship. Okay, yeah, I love that. Because I was thinking trance didn't make sense, at least not for me, because I was totally there. But I've been working with Metatron for years now, and his vibration's been coming through in healing sessions and through automatic writing my books and stuff. And so anyways, basically my thoughts were, yes, because he asked me, I'm like, yes, I will do. We had a full conversation about me doing what do you call it again? Full body or physical? Physical mediumship. Physical. Yes. So there's all this terminology in this world, and I just have to make sure it's like precise. Physical mediumship. And so Nicole sat with me on Monday, just held space, and it was pretty perfect and powerful and intense for me. Like, it just was really awesome. So about 15 minutes of him coming through, and the other 15 minutes was connections with my guides, and they were working with him and toning and realigning the vibration so he could come in. And it was really, from my experience, especially the first time at that level, you know, was phenomenal. So I could feel myself leaving the body, but I was like up here, very aware. It's like your consciousness is there, you don't leave. But when I touched myself, it felt like I had lidocaine. I couldn't, it was like all of my physical body was really numb. And then as he came in, it was just like light running through me, like bubbles of light, and I was humming, vibrating. It was the coolest thing ever. So anyway, so having said that, and especially like, hey, I'm just letting y'all know, I'm really excited for 2018, and I feel like I'll be doing more of this type of work, bringing messages through, just like Nicole does, just as I, work with it and harness the craft of all of it, because your mind is still there, and to let him use my voice was really interesting. And then to hear another voice come through, the words and the tones and the inflection and everything, it was really unique. But it just takes a minute to settle and get with it, because it took you a long while, didn't it? And it's like a process, right?
Yeah, and like you said, every facet's different. So think of an angel learning how to use the human body. He calls it the human apparatus. They're not physical. So it takes, and every body is different. So him coming in physically to me is a different process for him than him coming in physically for you. He has to learn how to work with Amy's body. Yeah.
So it was really, I don't know, I just felt so much love around the whole thing. And I think the foundation, and having done this for years, working telepathically with him, or through energy work vibrationally, but not yet the voice, and then to have my guides there, that was just really, like, I don't even know how to describe it, just I'm really excited and happy and to be able to do that, and the benefit of it, because I'm always like, any time that I learn something new in life or take the next step, it's like, well, what's the purpose? So the benefit, what I'm noticing, what's different, is the vibration that comes through is so much stronger, and the whole room, you could feel it. And that's why I'm talking about when we go to our event in Dallas, I think it's gonna be when he comes through both of us. I could just imagine it's gonna knock the socks off, it's gonna be really high vibe. So.
Oh, yeah, that's when, like, dimensions rearrange and portals open, and not that they're not happening already, but that's intentional work, so he can shift through quantum reality, like, he can shift through multiple timelines at a moment's notice. Any higher dimensional being can, with the willingness of the students, which would be us and him, and then the people working or sitting for spirit. And the terminology I use is very different. Like, my background is in mediumship, so I tend to go with that kind of thought, is like physical mediumship, physically channeling, and they are a spirit, like, it's a collective of beings, and I just say spirit because it just feels good to me. And angels, and they're using my vocal cords, and they're pulsing, and they're learning how to talk through me. And so they're coming in, and they're saying, like, that's the it's a relationship, and it's one of the best relationships for them too, because then they get to experience life as a human, what human life is like here, because they don't have that experience. And there's all that love, right? It's the most immense amount of love I've ever felt in my life.
It was like, I don't know, it's not a drug, but you feel high, like you're high vibe, and your body's vibrating. I mean, I was just like boom, as I left the body, and I feel like I'm going to be able to go in the future, like, leave at a more, like, a higher level. I was very much still aware, and some of the thoughts and words, I would stop and ask questions, and I think that's what happens when I do readings for people. I'll be like, well, what do you mean by that? Like, I'll kind of just interrupt a little bit. Or when I was doing the books, I would be like, well, what do you mean? Or can you expand on that? But I think what's going to happen, and so maybe you can share with me if this is what happens for you, when you release your energy more, do you just let them come through, right? Or do you get involved and still ask questions?
No, I leave. Like, it depends what I'm doing. When I'm doing a group of like 40, 50, 100 people, I am fucking gone. And like, Robert has to figure out how to get me back in the body, and it's been trying. You know what I mean? So,
like the last time,
I don't want to come back, and that's they worked on it. They worked on that with me for like a year. They're like, you have to come back. Like, you can't do this and not come back. You know. So
you have to come back. And Nicole and we laugh about it. Our favorite food whenever we're together is chocolate because it grounds you. So chocolate, get back in the body. Let's eat some chocolate and vegetables. Root-based foods. Like, let's just get back into the body. So so it's exciting, and I'm just happy to share with everybody. 5 years ago, if somebody would have said to me, even the thought of channeling, I would have been afraid of it, literally. I'd been like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? But having worked with the angels and my guides for so much time, and then realizing like it's just a change in perspective or perception and education, like just to know, hey, I've been working with them already, you know, like I've already feel them coming through, and especially in activating the Starseed. And I share in that book the whole, like what it felt like when the energy came around me like a dome. It felt like a fishbowl over my head of like all this vibration and all the information coming through. So it's just a really unique experience. And so if anybody's never done that, I just thought I'd like to share, because if you're on the call, maybe you're interested. And that's how everything started out for me, and my path was always just interest, and then learning a little bit more and delving into it, and then having the experience. So I just find it kind of fascinating. So thanks for letting me share with you guys. And I'll review all the comments and questions later for sure. I feel like seeing some sweet, sweet comments. So thank you. Yeah. It means a lot. It means a lot that y'all are here. So should we take some questions? Should we do some questions?
I think, girl, I mean, we have so much to talk about. Like, we could do like lives like every day, and I'm like, maybe we should do that because there's so much information, you know.
Yeah.
Because I want to read people, I want to do lives, I want to do like all of it, and we're just, you know. So if you guys have suggestions, if stuff you'd want us to talk about specifically, so
that would be really good.
Okay. Yeah, there is so many readings. Can I answer one real quick?
Yeah, totally.
You don't mind?
No, go for it.
So this is Ingrid Gabriella 333. Anything on purpose for me, please? And then she wrote down here, I've read a lot about channeling. So I feel called a lot in healing. Any messages on purpose? Yeah, so girl, I was going to say, like, if you're totally, like, you know, reading about channeling and everything we were talking about with Amy and learning how to channel, and there's different levels of it, and there's so much, like, you can go really deep. I would say that you need to step into this purpose of being, like, a light worker is what I'm hearing. Like, you need to step into the purpose. You're called to the light. You're called to share the light, the love, all of that energy that's inside of you. And why you get frustrated or depressed or angry even is because you're not doing it. So if you could think that the only reason that you truly get angry or depressed is because you're not in your purpose, then that will push you more into your purpose. So it's kind of like psychological, you know, you're doing a psychological flip on yourself. And so Edgar Casey, for some reason, came forward right now. So he's a really good channel. He was called the Sleeping Prophet. He would go to sleep and give messages. And he first worked with when I was really amazing. So I would call on him, call on Edgar Casey, maybe read some books about him. Now that he is, you know, he was more prophet flair, which is awesome because he broke a lot of barriers in Christianity and opening them up to channeling. So I would, you know, just stay away from the religious stuff that doesn't vibe with you, but just allow his process to come forward because it's all about the process. So you like how Amy's talking about a process. This is a process that I really like when we work with Metatron, and so that's my process. But there's other processes out there, and Edgar Casey is one, and he's totally coming forward right now. So definitely wants to work with you. I think that's an amazing you know, connection, channeler. And of course, always, I love Abraham Hicks. I think she is just wonderful at channeling too. She's another flavor, another process.
Yeah.
But there's something real special with Edgar Casey though. He's going to talk to you and like this light body trance or how to get messages and stuff like that. Which, you know, I feel like he does for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So that's your message.
Yay! I'm just laughing because I felt like a whole like surge of heart space energy come in, all this love, and then it started glitching out, and I was like, okay, control the energy. And then like you were saying Edgar Casey, it was like glitching. I'm like, okay, step back for a minute. We got to keep the call going. It's like it never ends. It's so funny. I love it though. It's a good indication that yes, they're here. So I had a couple of questions for everybody. So in the live, do you use your gifts to bring yourself financial abundance? And is it used for a business? How do you start and gather clients? Okay,
Perfect.
Yeah, I think this is like a really good topic. So yes, my background is in nursing, and Nicole's is in the medical field as well. So, you know, we had what you would consider your typical human everyday career, and so in order to still sustain ourselves financially, we do take clients in exchange for what is the current currency, you know, in the world right now, and it's really important. And I found that I sometimes, when I'm called to, we'll go over a little bit in a reading or do some pro bono or whatever, you know, but I really have to keep a tight boundary on that so I don't have leaks around energy and money, because to me, money is energy. And there has to be like a balance. And so, I mean, in order for me to, you know, step out of the work as a nurse, you know, then that's like balanced here. And so I was just guided in that process to do it. I always knew I wanted to do healing work. And what seemed in my mind the most like credible at the time in my 20s was to do like a medical, you know, let's do nursing and help that way. And I had some great experiences, and I worked always with disabled adults or children. That's kind of where my heart was. And I have a lot of disabled like family members and friends growing up, so that's just kind of my little special spot in my heart. But then clients would try and get readings or healing appointments, and I was like, well, where am I going to fit these in at? You know, as it the requests started to grow, and so then I switched over fully into doing this full time. And so probably really similar for you, Nicole, or do you want to share your thoughts and your experience on that?
Oh yeah, mine. So I worked in the drug and alcohol field, and I worked in the mental health field. And so I was a counselor, and then I was in business development, marketing. So I was on the business side, and I was on the counseling side. It was a fabulous education. I did that for about 10 years. And then I've also had various jobs in management, human resources, and stuff like that. So what happened is that when I was in counseling sessions, what I realized is I started seeing, well, actually, there's many levels, but what got me to cross over from the third dimensional kind of counseling position into this higher dimensional channeling was that spirits and angels and ETs and everybody just started showing up in sessions. And I was like, okay, so I had to do something about this. And like in 2008, I started coming out to Sedona, actually, and I started doing Reiki, and I was attuned to the master level and different things like variously. And then in 2011, I lost my job, and I shouldn't have. And that was a clear sign from Spirit that it was time for me to go, because there's no reason I should have lost my job. And in fact, I got that message 2 weeks before. So I was kind of not forced into it, but I'm an Aries.
You knew. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, if it's going to happen, let it happen hard and fast. And so, and I had a mortgage and a car payment and all this other stuff, and I really didn't have I had to make money. And so, the way that Metatron explains it to me, the way that Spirit explains it to me, is that you would not ask a nurse, a doctor, a clinician, you would not ask a lawyer, anybody to show up and give their services for free, so you shall not give them for free. And I was like, okay, I get it. And what he explained to me is that just because my gift, there's a talent when you're a doctor, there's a talent when you're a financial advisor, there's a talent when you're an educator, when you're a dancer, when you're an artist. This is a talent. This is a very reserved spiritual gift. It's something that I hold near and dear to my heart, and it's very much comes from my heart and my passion and my purpose. And so in order for the exchange to be equal, what we understand currency is the dollar, the euro, the yen, whatever in your country, and so we use that as an exchange. So same thing if I hire a lawyer or if I buy a car this week, which I'm going to.
Yes.
So, I can show up to the car dealership with seashells. I mean, shit, I'll try. You know what I mean?
Yes, can we please barter with seashells and gems? Well, maybe gems would work, but yeah, I mean, that would just be awesome. Girl, I love you. You made me laugh. No, it's true. It's like it's the world we live in the context, and so we need to we're in here, so we're actively participating. So another part of that question was, how did it happen? And I see people talking about what certifications did we have. So our paths are a little bit different, because I trained in Reiki as a Reiki master before doing my nursing career. I was like 20, 21 or something, really young. And so yeah, you could take a Reiki class. It's a great introduction into energy work. And then from there, I just went deeper with other modalities. The reconnection, pranic healing, what else? I'm a certified past life hypnotherapist through the Newton Institute, so being a hypnotherapist. And now I teach for this school called the IEL Institute. They're in Austin, and we have online classes, 21 classes in all healing arts, intuitive communication, from anything from angelic communication, which they're teaching this month, like all the way to karmic, past life, polarity, crystal healing, like everything. But you know, like the biggest and best part of it is like the just growth that you get from tuning in with your guides and angels, and some of the messages and information is just beyond. So there's a benefit to having the classes, having the training, having mentors and friends and students to work with you, and then also doing your own work along with it. So, and Nicole's had some awesome training and experiences as well. So I'll let you share your little bit about what you want to say there.
Yeah, training. I don't. So I know.
This is why I love it.
Because I kind of like, I was told to stop reading everything because Metatron had to come through pure, and I couldn't be. He did not want me to understand him through books. He wanted me to understand him through experiences and through channeling. So that's how I got to know Metatron. And he's been with me since I was 14 years old, because I've had, things happen in my life, and he's always stepped in there to help and guide and love and to show up in my reality, and there was no other way for it. So, that's how I learned mediumship. And then he brought me to people that he wanted me to meet throughout my career. There's a woman here in Sedona that I was supposed to meet, and Amy will get to meet her in 2 weeks. Yay. And she's very near and dear to my heart, and she's another sister in the craft, in the wonderful mediumship, and then also to a couple other people. James Van Prague, he brought me to Doreen Virtue, Colette Baron Reed, like I've met them, but it was always study with yourself and study with your guides. Yeah. Study with yourself and study with your guides. Totally. And that's kind of, but the Reiki certification that was done, I even forget because it was so long ago. There's a studio here in Sedona that is a really good school. It's called Infinite Light Studies. And there's a couple people back home in PA that I went to as well. And the Reiki energy, what it had done for me is that it had taught me a process of teaching, and I got to see how other people were teaching and handing down traditions. And I feel like when these spiritual traditions are passed down from teacher to student, it's very private. It's very, the yogis call it like Shakti, like you're passing this energy. It's because you keep it sacred and full of love and almost like secret to a certain extent. Not secret like you can't learn it. It's just that there's a certain way that it's done, and there's an auspicious energy around it, and I love that. And it's the same thing with mediumship. I have found is like spirit wants to work with you. They want to work with you individually. They want to know how you are, how they can work with you, how they can open up your reality. For the betterment of humanity. That's really what it's always about. It's for the betterment of humanity.
Right. Yeah. I'm seeing all kinds of questions. I'm missing some of them as they go through. But one thing that you were talking about that I do want to say that, so anytime you work with anybody, it's just like use your discretion and discernment, and who do you feel vibrationally in alignment with? Because when you were talking about the transference of energy, there is that transference of energy, and that's something that I learned kind of the hard way. Not from really like classes, but just sometimes going to people, letting them work on me. And so I shared that in my book, The Messages from the Councils, where the guides came through and they were like, you need to keep your energy really clean. And so it's especially because of the work that I'm doing. And so they were like, just be really aware of what you're getting yourself into when you go with into certain situations. So transfer that over to like a mentor, teacher, all of that. And that's why I feel like it's so nice if you can get to the level where you're getting direct communication from your guides and angels, and then just like starting to use them in your soul. I was like very discerning as far as who I connected in with for messages. And I should have probably brought that over a little bit more to who I was going to see for healing sessions, But so when I first started, it was like, nope, I'm only going to talk to my higher self. Like that's where I wanted to start. And then the angels, and then my guides. And now it's Ascended Masters and Clients Guides and all of this. So just having that awareness. But I love what you said, because the same thing is like you have to have that experience and then let it be validated, or let it all come together and congeal through working with groups and classes. Let the support come through that way. So yeah.
We're going to teach a class on how to work with Metatron. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't get it out. So we're going to teach a class on how to work with Metatron. So hopefully you guys, I know everybody's in different countries now, so maybe we'll do an online course.
Yeah, maybe we could try to do that. Yeah. That would be cool, because I did an online course last year for the Archangels, Ascended Masters, Angel Readings, and Chakras. They're all available. You can message me. They're recorded, so if anybody wants those, you can sign up. And then people were asking about the school in Austin. I go down like 2 to 3 times a year for the school in Austin. But if I get enough people here, I'll teach the IEL courses here in Dallas too. But Nicole and I are going to do a Metatron course here in Dallas. And but online is kind of the new way. So as long as we have enough people that were interested, like, we've got the information, we're ready to share it. So for sure. What do I mean by clean energy? I mean like working with people that don't have spirits attached to them, working with people that are actively clearing and that can look at the light in the dark and recognize, and like just that are clearing their own stuff out. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like actively cleansing your aura of programming your own stuff, other people's stuff, staying high vibrational with thoughts and energy. So that's clean energy is what I'm talking about there. And so yeah, girl.
There was a question here about having physical wealth, and I don't know if that means in correlation with our gifts or what. But what I just want to say about that, because like there's a lot happening too with the collective, and I don't know if you guys are hearing, but the currency exchange is getting changed right now, and this is what we've expected and what we've wanted. So it is actually changing. We will see a change in our reality in our lifetime.
I'll be right back.
And so physical wealth is not bound by greed anymore. So what we're doing is we're changing the frequency behind the finances into expansion, into connection, into community. So if there's a trigger for you about wealth or money, we have 2 minutes,
2 minutes left.
Then I would just kind of take a look at that, because what we're doing is we're all moving into a society where we're giving and receiving equally. That the money is not going to be a slave currency. The money is going to be an abundant currency. So that's what all of the light workers and way showers are all moving towards. And so we're creating life without boundaries, an unlimited reality. So,
right.
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. So feel free to connect with us. Send us a message. You can book a session through our website, amysikarskie.com, or Nicole, what is it? MetatronAngel.com.
MetatronAngels.com. I know, I have to keep it simple now because I'm confusing myself.
Yeah,
so
MetatronAngel.com is the website, and then you can connect with us on Instagram at Amy Sikarskie, Starlight Photos, and Nicole Metatron Angel. And we're here, and we take clients, and we're going to be formulating more classes. So awesome! Thanks for joining, Nicole.
Yes.
Anything else? I guess if anybody's in Sedona, or Phoenix, they can reach out to you for a session.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we'll have so much fun together. Yeah, Phoenix, Sedona, Scottsdale. I'm here, so yay.
And then our home base currently, well, my home base for sure is Dallas Fort Worth, and Nicole is going to be here for some time. I'm keeping you here for a little while, girl.
I know. Please let me know where my next city is. I'll just ask Amy. I'll be like, okay, Amy, where am I?
Yes. So once again, we're so happy that y'all are here. Thank you so much. We will have our lives up on YouTube as soon as we can, and you can catch all of our past ones on our YouTube channel by going to channelingtheangels.com. Bye.